makakasama po natin ang Dumanhog Cebu Mayor Guantrano Ika. Magandang tanghali po sa inyo, Mayor.
Hi.
Salamat.
Good noon.
Good noon po, Mayor. Si Cheryl Cosim po. Mayor, ukol nga po dito sa inyong ipatutupad na pagban ng cellphone. Ano po ang nag-udyok sa inyo na magpatupad ng total ban dito nga sa pagdadala at paggamit ng cellphone sa mga public schools sa inyong bayan? May partikular po bang insidente o datos na nagbunsod sa desisyong ito?
Yeah, of course. I've always wanted, especially, as mayor, we always have this, we have a monthly local school board meeting, and then I found out that our students, academic,
Mayor?
can you hear me?
Mayor, pwedeng pihit lamang po ng kaunti. Medyo nagpuputol-putol po yung ating linya.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a lot better. Go ahead po, Mayor.
Yeah. Wait, let me put you. Wait, sorry. I'm actually on the road. I just stopped for your interview.
Salamat po.
Anyway, yeah, the reason why I am banning all cell phones inside the schools, from grade 1 to grade 12. It is actually because I was informed by all school heads that my students in Dumanhog have been deteriorating. One of the reasons, the first thing I did last summer, hindi nakapag-summer lahat ng mga bata kasi I forced them to do tutorials. Kasi naiiwan na talaga yung mga bata. Grade 6 students are reading grade 3 textbooks. It's very alarming already. Why? Because students are more focused on their cell phones. Students don't know how to read. They watch TikTok, they watch Facebook, they watch fake news. So that's the reason why I took advantage of my meeting right after the incidents in Tacloban and other parts of the country, yung may barilan,
Yes.
at saka may mga sinaksak na mga bata. And I found out they were influenced by social media. No? So it's about time somebody should stand up for our children, our students. So that's the thing I did, and I'm really gonna do it. That I will ban all cell phones. Not only that, I am going to continue the tutorial for all grade 1 to grade 12 students every Saturday. Okay? Well, Ma'am Cheryl, hello?
Yes, Mayor. Mayor, how will this policy be enforced? Paano nyo malalaman kung may dalang cellphone po ang mga estudyante?
Sa mga school gate, may ano talaga tayo, may checkpoint sa lahat ng school gate. Pina-open yung mga bags nila, and then sine-check talaga lahat. It's a collective effort of our mayor's office na mga security force. Naglagay tayo sa mga barangay na mga schools, collective effort na mga barangay tanod. no? Collective effort ng PNP at saka MDRRMO. So, chinecheck talaga yung mga bags.
Bags.
And
Mayor,
then, starting today, Monday,
opo.
yung mahuhuli na mga cellphone, hindi na namin isusuli kaagad, but we will return it right after the school year.
After the school year pa, end of school year?
Yeah, if they will bring it to school, we will return it after the school year.
Ang tanong, Mayor, paano tinanggap ng mga guro, the parents, the students? May mga tumutol ba? Lalo't may mga guro rin po, di ba, na gumagamit ng cellphone bilang part of their teachings?
No. It's only the students we are only banning the students to bring cell phones.
All right.
But the teachers are allowed to bring cell phones because
Yeah.
the teachers, advisors are the ones allowed to call the parents if there is a problem with their student, no? If kailangan ipa-pick up kasi may lagnat or
Yes.
inuubo, not feeling well. So, yung advisor na yung magtatawag ng mga parents. And I'm trying to purchase an emergency purchase for school buses para mahatid ko, makuha ko na yung mga bata.
Nakakuha po ba kayo? Ano pong naging reaksyon, lalo na nitong mga estudyante or maging mga magulang? May mga nakuha po ba kayong mga reactions dito po sa polisiyang pagpapatupad ng cellphone ban?
There's a lot of reactions on my Facebook page,
Yeah.
no? But I don't think they are from my town. So I don't really mind because I believe it's really time for the kids to. It's time for us to teach our students, and we have to teach them well. No, there's always time for everything. There's time to play. There's a time to watch TV. There's a time for cell phones. But when they are in school, it's time for them to prepare themselves for the real world. And then hindi madali. Pag walang edukasyon, hindi madali ang totoong buhay.
Pagdating po doon, Mayor, sa makukumpiskang mga units ng mga cellphone, paano po titiyakin yung seguridad ng mga mako-confiscate na cellphones? Saan ito itatago? Sinong mananagot? Sakaling masira o mawala? O magkaroon ng reklamo ang mga magulang? Kasi you said na it will be returned after the school year. Kasi simula pa lamang po ng school year, or this is something na you might change, you might reconsider of baka yung iba na lang, o parang, yeah, it will be confiscated, but maybe after like a week or diretso na lang na ibabalik sa magulang instead of the student.
Yeah, I might give them, because we just started today, no?
Yes, oo.
No, pag pupunta yung magulang sa mga teachers, and then the teachers will be able to explain the policy, baka I will leave it to the teachers. Maybe they can give a chance and give it back to the parents. But it will be a warning na dapat hindi nadalhin ng mga bata sa school, no, yung cell phones. Kasi yung mga bata naman hindi naman ganoon kalayo from the school yung mga bahay nila. Kasi almost each barangay may school naman eh. May eskwelahan naman. So, yeah.
Mayor, may mga umaapela. Bakit hindi na lang daw ipagbawal yung paggamit ng cellphone habang may klase imbes na total ban sa pagdadala? Your take on that?
And then sino, saan ilalagay
Hawak
yung
pa rin nila.
cellphone?
Kadalasan.
Hawak pa
Mga
rin
naging,
nila.
di ba, mga naging estudyante naman tayo, Mayor. Alam natin kung paano ipupuslit or isisimplehan yan eh.
Oo.
Oo.
And then my municipality is, it's just a municipality. It's a first-class municipality, but we don't have that much budget. And then limited yung budget. I would rather spend it for, I'm planning on having a program also for our parents, to teach our parents how to discipline, to educate our parents about also using gadgets, educate our parents on doing follow-up studies ng mga anong ginagawa ng mga bata sa eskwelahan, dapat follow-upin sa bahay. Kasi I really want a gold standard. I want Dumanuganons, if you graduate grade 12 in Dumanog, I want people to know that when you are from Dumanog, you are honest, you have a good character, you are God-fearing, you are disciplined. I want that to be a trademark of my people. Hindi naman para sa akin to eh. Hindi naman para sa akin to eh. This is for our future. This is for the students na maging future ng Dumanog. Kasi ang grabe na ng competition. I would rather use the money to train my public school teachers to be at par ng mga magagandang eskwelahan at universities sa Cebu City. Para may patas na laban naman yung mga estudyante ko sa Dumanog. Especially na probinsya kami. Pero I want to give the best education for my people in Dumanog, for my students in Dumanog. Because I know education is the best weapon, and that's the only asset na hindi mabigay if nandun na yun, if you have it already, hindi yan mabibigay ng kahit sino and hindi mananakaw ng kahit sino.
Panghuli, Mayor, bukod po sa cellphone...
Sorry,
Go
I
ahead.
can't really speak Tagalog, but
Yeah, we understand. We
my
understand.
point,
That's okay po.
I hope you understand. Yeah.
Mayor, bukod
Yep.
po sa
Yeah, go
cellphone
ahead, please.
ban, ano-ano pa yung mga hakbang na pinaghahandaan po ng LGU para mas mapabuti yung disiplina, kaligtasan, and the quality of education dyan po sa inyong mga pampublikong paaralan?
Okay. Number 1 is total cell phone ban. Number 2, we will continue with our Saturday tutorial all year round. We started it last summer na from all grade 1 students to grade 12 students did not have a summer, but they had summer tutorial in Dumanog.
Yeah.
So, starting July, every Saturday, all year round, they will have tutorial classes. No, especially yung
Reading.
mga bata. Reading, English, math, science. All year round, may tutorial sila. If they cannot catch up, we have to tell the parents na yung bata mo, you need to do something with him kasi mahina siya. So he needs to do tutorial. No? And then not only that, after school, ikaw, magulang, dapat i-follow up mo. Dapat bigyan mo ng assignment. Pagawain mo nito. That can do this. Bibigyan namin ng mga materials. No? Yung parents. That's what I said. I also want to train our public school teachers to better equip them. I want to have a parenting seminar
Parenting
for
seminars.
parents. No? Kasi studies show that 94% of bullying is caused by the culture in the house, inside the house. Yung tatay, binubugbog yung nanay. That's why naging bully yung bata sa school. Naging bully yung bata sa school kasi nakikita niya nag-aaway palagi yung parents. So we really need also to educate our parents. So that's what we are going to do. That's my main focus now. I've been mayor since 2014 up to present. I was elected mayor 2016, 2019, 2022, and 2025. I'm on my last few years as mayor. I want to leave a legacy for our students. And my legacy would be this program na yung focus ko talaga is education, health,
And family.
and peace and order. And sa education, lahat ibubuhos ko lahat talaga.
Well,
I
Mayor,
will have a program for them, values formation, and then Bible studying to point them towards Jesus Christ. I want our students to know our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
napakaganda
Kasi
pong plano yon, Mayor. Siguro babalikan po namin kayo after maybe 1 quarter and tignan po natin yung development dito po sa mga proyekto po ninyo dyan sa inyong lugar at baka magandang maging ideal din pong ipatupad sa mga iba pang mga municipalities.
Yeah, please, anytime, I'm open. And then I will be very happy to report to you after 1 quarter and kung anong development sa bayan namin. But I am really, I'm ano na to parang ano ko na to parang how do you say it? Advocacy ko na to parang mission ko na to Parang gusto ko talaga, I want to make a difference. I really want to make a difference, especially sa mga bata. Kasi nakikita ko talaga, because of what happened during the pandemic na walang face-to-face classes, because of mga recent calamities that had happened, I've already announced sa mga teachers, I've announced it in Facebook, kahit anong color pa yan, ng warning ng pag-asa. Orange, red, yellow, kahit rainbow pa yan, hindi talaga ako magde-declare ng walang klase. But if mag-declare yung provincial government, of course, walang klase. But on my end, I will never declare no classes. So I will never suspend classes. I'm even extending classes until Saturday. May tutorial pa ako Saturday. Because our students are very behind. The kids are very behind and it is alarming. It is not a joke. Imagine, Ma'am Cheryl,
Opo.
I don't know if you know this. It's a policy. I need to talk to Senator Bam about this and Secretary Angara. Public school teachers cannot fail their students. Cannot fail their students. So, even if walang natutunan yung bata, pinapasar. Why? Because mandatory. Before you can fail a student, the teacher or the advisor needs to do a home visit 5 times. 5 times. Imagine if you have 50 students in your classroom and half of those students are supposed to fail, are supposed to be hindi pwedeng makapasa sa next grade.
Okay.
Pero pinapasa kasi hindi na kaya ng teachers. Ang layo ng mga bahay nila.
Kaya
Walang, Oo.
kaya po ang nangyayari is pinapasa na lang nila yung students. And eto na, yung nagiging resulta, nagkakaproblema tayo dun sa kalidad ng edukasyon po ng mga bata. Well, this is worth discussing with Senator Bam and Secretary Angara. Mayor, pasensya na po, kapos na po kami sa oras, but thank you for making time.
No problem.
And like
Thank
what
you
I've
also.
said, we'll get back and check with you kung ano po yung naging resulta nitong mga polisiyang pinatutupad nyo na po ngayon sa inyong bayan. Thank you for making time. Dumanhog, Cebu Mayor Guntrano Ika.